Welcome back to our next indie horror game, Psychopathy Assessment.
The examination will now begin. Welcome to the Psychopathy Assessment. Here at we're conducting this survey to provide you with an insightful evaluation. Please note that all data will be processed through our automated systems to deliver accurate results. Keep in mind that this test is not a medically approved diagnosis. For a comprehensive and precise assessment, we recommend consulting with a psychiatrist. Before we proceed with the main test, we need to perform a personality check to filter and analyze your data effectively. We'll ask you a few questions, and based on your responses, you'll be assigned a personality type.
Okay, starter questions. Do you believe in God? That really depends on what you define as God, honestly. Do I believe there are forces in the universe at work that are beyond our capability to comprehend or understand, that may or may not have created the universe itself and everything in it? Yeah, absolutely. I believe in the spirits of nature, that nature has to exist in balance or everything goes down the toilet. You know, the spirit of the earth, nature itself. Yes. Do I believe in the God as defined in the Bible? No, absolutely not. The Bible is a text designed and written by humans, and humans will write whatever they need to if it gives them the ability to manipulate and control, you know, the power over the masses or the weaker minded. It's the reason why, you know, cults work, because if you're charismatic, you know, it's not religion that I have a problem with. It's organized religion. If you believe in something, and that belief helps you, you know, that's all that matters. It doesn't even matter if the thing that you believe in is even real or not. You could pray to the flying spaghetti monster every night if you want to. If doing that somehow improves your life, then go for it. And it doesn't really matter if there really is one. And I've always said that if I knew and for a fact could prove that there was actually a God, I would tell everyone. But if I knew for a fact and could prove there wasn't, I wouldn't tell a single person, because it doesn't serve any purpose. All that does is take away the hope provided by that belief in all the people that believe there is one. Why would I take that away from them for no reason at all? I mean, it's not even that there is or isn't a God that matters. It's that they believe there is, and that belief helps them. But do I believe in the Christian God as defined by the Bible? No, I don't. It's a human creation created by the forces behind organized religion to control the masses. It's no. My spiritual connection is to the earth and the spirit of it. It's not, you know. So no, I don't, because I assume that was the. Do you believe in curses? It doesn't matter whether I do. It matters whether the person that I'm trying to cast it on believes in it. Do I believe a curse would work if you cast it? Yes, but it's not because you have. You know, if I tell somebody, I curse you to have boils in your asshole, and then they get boils in their asshole, it's because they believed strongly enough that I had actually cursed them. Curses are not... Magic is not a real thing. If there's a voodoo only works because the people who are being victimized by it believe that it works. If somebody hands me a voodoo doll that looks like me and sticks a pin in it, I'm just gonna laugh in their face because no. So no, I don't believe you can actually have magical power to curse people. It's just the power of the mind of the person you're doing it to. If they're weak-minded enough to believe that you can actually curse them, and some ill effect befalls them because of that, then it was just the power of their belief in it. Have you ever encountered someone who seemed purely evil? Yes. 3, actually. My grandmother's sister, her daughter, and my mother. All. Have you ever felt that science has failed to explain your experiences? My experiences don't require science to explain them, so that doesn't matter. Science fails to explain plenty of things that are beyond our ability to understand or explain. You know, even if somebody popped up and says, that ghost you saw in the house you grew up in when you were 5 wasn't a ghost, it was a pocket of swamp gas that floated out of the river or some shit, you know, it's not going to change my belief in what I saw and experienced. So, unless they can prove to me that it was in fact swamp gas and not a ghost, then I don't know. Science fails to explain things that are beyond our ability to explain. That's what I'm saying. And there are plenty of things that we don't have the ability to understand or comprehend or explain correctly. We're not meant to be able to explain or understand everything. Have you ever felt uneasy during a religious ceremony? Yeah, but not in the way you're phrasing it, probably. It's uneasy because I know that, you know, organized religion is just a tool designed by humans to control people weaker than them. You know, or people follow. You know, what's the mantra of the largest majority of people who call themselves Christians? You believe in the same thing we do, or you're gonna burn in hell. If you tell weak-minded people that enough, eventually they're going to do whatever it is you want them to do, or believe whatever you want them to believe, or say whatever you want them to say, just to avoid this horrible thing that you've convinced them will happen if they don't do that. Give us all your money, or you'll burn in hell. Then they're filling the collection plate up every Sunday because they don't want that. It's just a control tool. That's why it makes me uneasy, not because it's creepy. Do you believe that fear can be a weapon? Absolutely. One of the greatest weapons, in fact. It's the same thing. Make people afraid that some horrible shit is going to happen to them if they don't do what you tell them to do or believe what you tell them to believe, and they will absolutely do it. Because you've made them afraid that if they don't do that, they're going to spend eternity in some horrible place, you know? That's... The organized religion uses fear 100% of the time to control people, and it's absolutely weaponized. Have you ever felt that time stood still in a moment of fear? Yes, I think everybody has had that experience. Have you ever witnessed someone commit a moral act? How immoral are we talking? You know, stealing a candy bar? Stealing a car? Murdering someone? Yes, no, I guess. depends on what you mean by immoral. I've seen people steal shit, so I mean, I guess, yeah, sure. But again, the Bible written by humans is the one that tells us that stuff is wrong, so all circles back on itself, doesn't it? Do you think spiritual practices can influence your reality? Absolutely. People's spiritual beliefs shapes how they operate their lives, which is all our reality is, really. Our day-to-day experiences. And if your spiritual belief changes that in either direction, then yes, I do. Have you ever experienced a life-changing event related to death? I mean, yeah. My grandmother died in March of 24, about 2 weeks after my birthday. But that's the only real close personal loss that I've ever experienced. It was pretty life-changing, though, for a lot of reasons. Have you ever seen something in the sky that you couldn't explain? No. Do you believe that scientific advancements are dangerous? Abso-fucking-lutely they are. Science has a big problem with knowing when enough is enough. They're doing it with AI right now. They're gonna push that shit too far, and by the time somebody realizes they've gone too far, it's gonna be too late. I mean, we can do great things with artificial intelligence, but science does not know when to leave well enough alone a lot of the time, and that's where the danger happens. And it's gonna happen with the AI shit. Have you ever been fascinated by unsolved mysteries? Absolutely, I love that stuff. It's fascinating.
Your personality type is 7. ENFJ, the protagonist. Charismatic and altruistic. They are natural-born leaders who are genuinely interested in the well-being and growth of others.
I wouldn't call myself
All right.
a leader.
You'll be
The rest of
undergoing
that is
another test
accurate.
of focus and attention. You'll be given a police interview, and you must stay focused and engaged throughout. The interview is between
Officer Thompson
and
Mike Paris.
Okay, so we're gonna have an interview between a cop and some guy. Alright. Mike Perez is at the police station reporting his girlfriend's sudden Okay. Pause that and read it, I guess. There was no way I could read that fast. At least I can pause this and read it. Officer Thompson. Alright, Mr. Perez, let's start from the top. You said your girlfriend's been missing for how long now? Mike Perez. It's been 2 days. She didn't come home, didn't call or text. That's not like her at all. 2 days, huh? Thompson leans back in his chair, a slow smirk barely forming on his lips. Well, sometimes people just need space, Mike. You sure she didn't just, you know, take a break from things? Frustrated, Mike shakes his head. No, you don't get it. She wouldn't just disappear without saying anything. Something's wrong. I can feel it. I need you guys to help me find her. Of course. We're here to help. He scribbles something lazily on his notepad, not even looking up. Did she ever talk about leaving? Maybe something personal going on you didn't know about? His tone is casual, but there's an unsettling undertone, like he's steering the conversation. No, we were fine. No fights, no problems. This isn't like her at all. taps his pen on the desk, his eyes narrowing slightly as he studies Mike. People can surprise you, Mike. You think you know someone, and then poof, they're gone. He smirks, but the look in his eyes is cold. Trust me, these things happen more often than you think. Mike is getting agitated. Are you even listening to me? This is serious. She's missing. Oh, I'm listening. Very closely. He finally looks up, locking eyes with Mike. His gaze lingering a little too long. You must be pretty worried, huh? I mean, not knowing where she is? What's happened to her? His voice lowers, almost a whisper. Or who might have taken her? Perez freezes, the way Thompson said it sending a chill down his spine. What? What do you mean by that? Do you know something? His voice shakes, unsure whether Thompson is hinting at something or just messing with him. A slow, deliberate smile spreads across Thompson's face, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Just saying, Mike. People don't vanish into thin air. Someone always knows something. He leans forward slightly, voice smooth, almost mocking. You ever think maybe you just weren't paying enough attention? What are you getting at? Are you suggesting I did something to her? No, relax. Just playing devil's advocate. After all, we're just having a friendly conversation, right? You're worried, I get that. But sometimes people go missing for reasons we don't want to see. You're talking in circles, man. Do you know where she is or not? We're just trying to figure things out, Mike. Piece by piece. But sometimes the truth, well, it hides in plain sight, doesn't it? Maybe you should be asking yourself what you missed. What the hell are you trying to say? If you know something, you better tell me. Mike, we're here to help you, but be careful where you point your finger. Sometimes the people closest to you aren't who they seem, and sometimes people disappear for a reason. What do you mean by that? His voice trembles, feeling trapped by Thompson's cryptic words. Like I said, Mike, we're just figuring things out. But don't worry, we'll find her. One way or another. You just focus on what's right in front of you. Okay. Mike Perez's room later that night. Can you see it?
Congratulations. You're a quarter of the way through the test. In the next section, you'll need to distinguish between threats and non-threats and rank their severity level. You're doing an excellent job so far. I'm proud of you.
What? Oh, you want me to... I mean, he doesn't look very threatening. No. It's just a picture of a guy. No. Also not a threat. Again, no. We're gonna put him at a 5 because he was acting really creepy and weird in that interview. I mean, I don't. It's creepy as shit. It's a dude with no face, but I mean, how threatening would that actually be? I'll put that at a 7 just for the hell of it. Nope. Just a dude. Well, that's obviously a 10. That's the thing that attacked Mike in his room. Uh, 10? Because that looks like some serial killer shit. There's nothing there. What am I looking at here? I don't know what. I don't know what's. I don't know what's happening. I got a webcam. A message to turn my camera on. Is this supposed to be? Okay, I don't know what. I think it was supposed to use my camera, and it didn't work for some reason. So, 1, I guess. You're the threat. You're the threat. Do not trust your eyes. They lie for you. The person in the mirror isn't you. It's better than you. What the fuck? That wasn't me, but sure. Oh, well, we messed that up. Apparently you didn't even get 50% of that right.
Congratulations. We have 6 more questions for you to help determine your level of psychopathy. Please keep in mind that our test is not medically approved.
Okay.
However, the data and percentages are derived from various databases.
Alright. Have you ever lied to hurt someone intentionally? Yes. It was someone that had wronged me very severely. I don't, but I mean, that's not an excuse, but yes, I have. You feel powerful when you see others in fear. No. Would you harm someone just to prove a point? That depends on what the point is. Would I kill someone who didn't repay money that I gave them to prove that they should have repaid me? No. Would I hurt someone who hurt someone I love? Yes, absolutely. So I guess, sure. Have you ever wanted to destroy someone else's life just to see what would happen? Not for no reason, no. Do you ever feel like the world would be better off without certain people? Absolutely. The world, there are tons of people that we would be better off without. Oh good, I'm not a psycho. Awesome. Thank you for completing the psychopathy tests. The data was sent to redacted. What the fuck is happening? Oh shit. That wasn't the end of the game. It wasn't just the assessment. What was this shit? The psychopathy test was beyond messed up. My time is wasted. Screw it. Tonight I'm diving back into reality to test out my new hobby. Well, what's your new hobby? See, I thought that was just another game where we take a, you know, a creepy test. But in this case, it wasn't us taking it, it was the player character. What do we got here? What is that? Is that a bucket of fried chicken? That's what it looks like. What am I doing here? What are we... Before I leave, I must finish eating. Well, finish eating what? Oh, he finished drinking his soda, I guess. Alright. Oh, he had to drink the soda before he ate the chicken. I would have eaten the chicken first and then drank the soda. Now you're just gonna have all that salt and grease stuck in your mouth. Better than on an empty stomach. What are we going to do? I need to start eating healthier. Don't we all? Oh, shit. What the fuck? There's blood splattered everywhere, and he's got a bloody mop in the bathroom corner. Hey, there's a cat. Looks more like a chihuahua, but sure. Oh, we got another... Oh, that's it just looped around. Okay, no I didn't. I turned around. Oops. Alright. Oh, we got a... Let's go upstairs. What do we got here? I'll check this later. Okay. Holy fuck. Holy fuck what? I have to go to the toilet urgently. Uh-oh. Oh, that chicken went right through him, I guess. Press space to shit. Alright. Okay. I have to wipe my ass and wash my hands. Well, this is graphic, isn't it? Before I touch anything, obviously. Progress bar for him wiping his ass. I finally feel liberated. Haha. I'll bet. But I can't shake this thought. Why do I always speak alone? I don't know. I mean, whispers echo around you. You're never alone. We're always here with you. I'm not losing my mind, alright? Whispers surround you. You're perfectly fine. Don't be afraid. Shut the fuck up. Oh, that's him. Leave me alone. Please. Oh my god. Thompson? What the fuck? It's done. No one's asking questions. Yet. So that's... what I've got to know. What exactly are you planning to do with Jane? What? Oh, don't you worry, officer. I've got it all figured out. She's in a nice, quiet place where she won't be running off to Perez anymore. What the fuck? No more late-night meetings behind my back. Thompson, you always were the jealous type. But this? I didn't think you had it in you. I'm not just going to keep her tied up. That's too easy. She needs to feel what she's done. Just make sure this doesn't lead back to us. Perez has been asking around. He's getting suspicious. Oh, I'm not worried about Mike. I'll deal with him soon enough. As for Jane, well, I've got a few games in mind. Let's just say she won't know what's real anymore. By the time I'm done, she'll be begging me to stop. Or maybe to finish it. You're sick, but I respect it. Just don't drag me into it any deeper than I am, alright? I've covered you this far, but there are limits. You've already crossed those limits, Thompson. Now we're both in this together. You keep covering me, and everything stays quiet. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Good. Now I've got to go. Jane's waiting for me. She's going to learn the hard way that no one betrays me. This night, the game will start. Just be careful. I'm tired already. I have to sleep early. This night will be long and fun. So are we... So Perez, the guy who was talking to Thompson initially, was... his girlfriend was missing, who turned out to be Jane, and I'm guessing where her insanely psychotic, jealous husband. Can't sleep with my computer on. Alright, well, turn it off then. Psychopathy Assessment. Following events contain strong emotional content. Time, 2:49 a.m. All right. I guess we're going up here because he said it. I'll check it later. Yup. Oh, shit. Yup. I'm guessing we're the husband she cheated on, and he's gone completely off his cracker, and now we're down to this. Well, she's not dead because we can talk to her. You're awake. Good. I was starting to worry. How are you feeling? What the fuck? Oh wait, you're taped. Give me a second. Please, what is this? Why are you doing this? Just let me go. I'm sorry. What? Why is she talking like she doesn't know who we are? Shh. It's okay. You don't need to be so scared. I didn't bring you here to hurt you. We just need to talk. You got a funny way of not hurting her. Talk. You tied me up. This isn't you. I don't understand. It is me, Jane. You just never took the time to see it. I've been nothing but good to you, haven't I? But lately, you've been distant. Distracted. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for things to get so complicated. Please, just let me go. We can work this out, I promise. Well, I can't do that. You'll run straight to the cops. Oh, I know. I know you're sorry. But you see, it's not that simple anymore. You made a choice, Jane. You thought you could hide it. You thought I wouldn't notice you sneaking off with Mike. No, it wasn't like that. We were just... Oh, don't lie to him. That's gonna make it worse. Friends? Lovers? Doesn't matter now. You lied, Jane. And lies... well, they have consequences. Okay. Now what? What are we doing here? What are you doing? Please. Let's just talk, like you said. We can fix this. I'll do anything. Just, please. I think you're beyond the point of marriage counseling here. Fix? Huh. That's an interesting word. You know, I've always been good with my hands. Always like fixing things. Making them better. What are you gonna do? Taxidermy her? No, please, you don't have to do this. I'm begging you. Please, I'll never see him again. That's probably true, but not for the reason you think. Jane, this isn't about Mike anymore. It's about us. About making things right between us. And I'm going to help you understand what you've done. But beforehand, maybe some good music would ease the tension. Oh yeah, that's better. Classical music is perfect for this game. We'll play. I know maybe we are too old for playing games. Sometimes I feel like a child, even though I'm 30. Makes me feel alive. What? Where were we at? See, Jane, you broke something. Something important. Now I have to fix it. Don't worry, I'll be gentle. At first. After all, we wouldn't want to rush things, would we? I should have been more careful with my heart, Jane. Now it's my turn to be careful with you. What the fuck? Oh god, okay. Shit. You know, most of the time these games don't bother me. But sometimes I start thinking like, maybe the game I just played was made by an actual serial killer, and I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing right now. Oh, I have to stay. Alright. It's over now. You did so well, Jane. I'm proud of you. I know it hurts, but pain is just part of the process. Like they say, no pain, no gain, right? I didn't want it to be like this, you know, I really didn't. But you left me no choice. I had to show you. I had to make you see what you've done to me. All those nights, wondering where you were, who you were with. I couldn't sleep, couldn't think. You made me feel so small, so helpless. And now, well, now you understand, don't you? I think she's dead, buddy. This is what betrayal feels like. This is what you did to me, but worse. Because your lies, they were like little drills eating away at me, bit by bit. You don't have to be afraid anymore. You've been punished, and I've forgiven you. Jane, I'm sorry, my dear. I can't even look at you anymore. What? I'll have to dispose of your body somewhere. Let's check the tool table. See what I can do. Oh, God. Well. Yep. That's what I thought. It's a goofy looking axe you got there. Alright. I'll put her parts in the bag. That was weird. We tapped her with the axe like 5 times and she just kind of fell apart like a jigsaw puzzle. Maybe we shouldn't have stuck the drill directly in her side right away. 5:15 a.m. Hillswood Forest. You want me to drive? Okay. Where are we going? Must find the perfect place to get rid of her. I was so lucky that the police didn't stop me during this drive. Somebody driving that car, and it's just nobody in it. Can't believe it came to this. You really pushed me, didn't you, Jane? I tried to be understanding. I really did. Should have known better than to think you could play with my heart and not face the consequences. You should feel honored, you know. Most people just vanish. I'm giving you a proper goodbye. It's time for you to rest. No more lies, no more running around. Just peace. Where are we going? We've been driving around out here for a long time. There we go. 5:43 a.m. Graveyard. Finally here, and after so long. Let me get the sack and the shovel from the truck. Great. Now let's find a good spot to bury this bitch. Jesus Christ. Chosen the cemetery. Who would suspect that I buried her here, next to other dead bodies? Yeah, I mean... Here we go. Why is she back in one piece again? Oh shit. Thompson? What the hell are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. I didn't mean this. You know what kind of mess you dragged us into? I had no choice. I had to finish it. She was becoming a liability. I did what I had to do. She was going to ruin everything. You're burying her in the middle of the goddamn forest, for crying out loud. Did you think no one would find out? You promised me, Thompson. You said you'd take care of it. We're in this together, remember? Yeah, I did say that, but you've crossed the line. You can't be serious. After everything I've done for you, all those favors... Wait, what? This isn't about favors anymore. It's about survival. You've become a liability more than she ever was. You can't do this. You know what happens if I go down. Not if he kills you. I'll take you with me. I'll tell them everything. Don't tell him that. He's got a gun on you. And who do you think they're going to believe? A decorated officer? Or a psychopath caught burying a body? You've lost. And the sooner you realize that, the better. You bastard. You can't do this to me. We had a deal. Deal's off. You pushed too far, and now I've got no choice. It's you or me, and I'm not going down because you couldn't keep your head straight.
Last night, authorities arrested a man in connection with the brutal murder of 20-year-old Jane Miller, whose body was discovered in a remote forest. The suspect, Jane's boyfriend, was caught by Officer Thomas Thompson while attempting to bury her. Investigators believe the murder was triggered by a confrontation over Jane's affair with another man. Disturbingly, Officer Thompson, who made the arrest, is now under scrutiny for allegedly covering up the suspect's earlier crimes. While he ultimately detained the suspect, an internal investigation is underway regarding Thompson's potential corruption. Jane, a beloved local artist, suffered horrific torture before her death, with a power drill believed to have been used in the attack. The suspect is being held without bail, and a trial is expected to follow soon. Our town is left in shock as we mourn Jane's tragic death and await justice.
Courtroom. 11:55 a.m. Judge, after careful deliberation, it is abundantly clear that your actions were premeditated, brutal, and without any regard for human life. The evidence presented leaves no room for doubt. Your intent was not only to murder Jane Miller, but to inflict unimaginable suffering upon her. You had every opportunity to stop, to seek help, but instead you chose a path of violence, driven by hatred and jealousy. This court cannot overlook the severity of your crime, nor the danger you pose to society if left unpunished. Your attempts to cover up your heinous act only further demonstrate your lack of remorse and your disregard for the law. Therefore, it is the decision of this court, you be sentenced to death by electrical chair. May this sentence reflect the gravity of your actions and serve as justice for the life you so cruelly took. You will be transferred to death row, where you will await your execution in accordance with state law. This is the final judgment of this court. May you reflect on your sins in the time you have left. Court is adjourned. Please, you got the wrong man. I didn't do it. What? You don't understand. I was set up. Thompson, he knows. He knows the truth. I swear I didn't kill her. I've never hurt anyone in my life. Please, you've got to believe me. This isn't how it's supposed to end. They're out there. The real killers. Thompson, he's covering it up. Don't flip that switch. I'm innocent. You're killing an innocent man. 3, 2, 1.
In a shocking turn of events, justice has been served in the brutal murder of Jane Miller, a case that has rocked our community. The man responsible for her death was finally apprehended and has been sentenced to death for his heinous crimes. The arrest was made possible thanks to Officer Thomas Thompson, who caught the suspect while attempting to bury Miller's body late at night. The suspect was promptly charged and stood trial, where the overwhelming evidence pointed to his guilt. Despite his initial claims of innocence, it became clear that jealousy and rage had driven him to commit the murder, following revelations of an affair between Miller and another man. During the trial, the court heard harrowing details of the suspect's brutal behavior, which left the jury and public in shock.
Something's wrong. We're back in the house where we killed... I don't understand what's happening right now. It's done, right? Mike's gone. You better believe it. Perez took the chair like a real stiff. Wait, what? You're clear. Still can't believe you pulled it off. The whole world thinks he's the killer, and me, I'm free. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's right. Covered every loose end, every bit of dirt. Yeah, I know, but man, the scare you gave me in the forest? Not funny. I thought you were actually gonna betray me. Cuff me right there. Betrayed? Come on. You know I've always got your back. But watching your face when I pulled up, priceless. Yeah, well, for a second there, I thought it was over. You had me thinking you turned me in. That wasn't part of the plan. I had to sell it, didn't I? If anyone was watching, they needed to believe I was doing my job. Didn't mean to freak you out too much. You did. Next time, keep the jokes to yourself. I wasn't sure if I'd end up in that chair, too. Nah, you're in the clear now. Mike took the fall, like I said. You're safe. Good. Let's keep it that way. No more close calls, no more surprises. Deal. But remember, you still owe me. I'll call in that favor when I need it. Yeah, I know. Well, that was extremely uncomfortable. So much for the test telling him that he wasn't a psycho. Good God. Not only did he torture his girlfriend for cheating on him with a power drill and then chop her up in little pieces and bury her in the woods, him and his corrupt cop friend framed the innocent guy she was cheating with, and he got executed for it instead of us. Jesus Christ. Very well done game. You've succeeded in making me very uncomfortable. That was really hard to get through. That actually making me actively participate in a torture action. The only thing I'm wondering about is that we killed her too quick, because there were 3 target spots. She had one on her head and the one on her side, and I forget where the other one was, but I wonder if we'd have started with, I mean, obviously if he'd have drilled her in the head, she would have died. But I think one of them was on her leg, so that probably wouldn't have killed her right away. I don't know. Maybe there's more than one ending. I'm not sitting through that again, because that made me really unsettled. It did. That's not easy to do. Well done. You even made me uncomfortable, and I'm pretty hard to rattle with shit like this. But there's your proof that online personality tests are wildly inaccurate sometimes, because I told that guy, hey, you're normal, and no, boy, howdy was he not. Alright. So that was Psychopathy Assessment. Thank you for watching that. Link is in the description. Like that if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. I'll see you in the next game.